Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paige Campbell Show, episode 3. Today we have Noah Clarke.
Hello.
Noah, it's good to have you here.
It's good to be here.
That's it. Usually we have 3 guests, maybe 2 guests. Today it's just Noah. But it's good. I'm glad Noah could make it.
I think we got stood up.
For those of you keeping count, this is episode 3. We now have a perfect trinity of episodes that you can go onto YouTube, listen, type in the Paige Campbell Show. It'll pop up right there. First thing that pops up. You.
It's the only thing with that name, I think.
It's the only thing with that name. There's not another Paige Campbell Show that I know of. There might be. It's not too long before the imitators get here. But yeah, there's a perfect trinity of episodes that you can listen to. The trinity, of course, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. That's the DC Comics trinity.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's another classic trinity.
That is a classic trinity.
Trinity, a young girl named Trinity.
Trinity Glass and Tobacco is up there. All right, Noah, let's jump right into it. You got a topic for us?
Yeah. I just figured talk about favorite video games. You got a favorite?
Okay.
Couple favorites?
I did. I stated this last week when we were playing Two Truths and a Lie. Obviously, I love video games. Play lots of video games for lots of consoles. But I think if I had to boil it down to one, I would go ahead and say Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Good game, yeah. That's a good one.
I don't know, and the reason I would, because it has such good replay value. You can play it over and over again. You can play.
It's the best replay value.
It does.
Of any game I've played.
You can play it by yourself. You can play it with friends. There's no limit to how long you can play it. You're by yourself. You can just play it with computers. How about you? You have a personal favorite?
Smash Bros is up there.
Mm-hmm. So if we both say Smash Bros, that's kind of...
It's not a lot of spice.
Not a lot of spice
up
there.
I love Super Mario Bros. 3.
That is a classic. I love that game. The Tanuki suit. There's a lot of suits in that game I wish they would kind of bring back. Like, I'd love to see the frog suit. I'd love to see the frog suit back.
I guess they brought the boot back. That's always it's a fun one.
Karuba's shoe or whatever.
Yeah.
What was the Hammer Bros suit? Was in the game once or twice, but man, that's one of the greatest suits.
That's a good one.
It's great because it's so unnecessary, but it's so good to play
really
as.
Effective, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not really effective. It's so fun to throw the hammers. But it goes and it's just like one arch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I see.
It goes up and it's hard to aim with.
Yeah.
But I love it.
It's fun.
I wish they'd bring it back. We've seen in the recent years a return of the Tanuki suit and a return of the raccoon suit, raccoon leaf.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see a return of the
frog suit. Yeah.
The frog suit. Yeah. I was gonna say Hammer Bros, but the frog suit.
Well,
the frog suit.
What am I thinking of? The boomerang. Yeah, that's the one they brought back.
The boomerang is that brought back? I thought that was completely new.
No. I'm not really sure, but I thought that's what you were talking about at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
No. The boomerang suit's great. I'm talking about the Hammer Bros suit. You know the Hammer Bros, obviously they throw the hammers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a suit in Super Mario Bros. 3. I'd love to see it. They have brought the P-Wing back. If you played the newer incarnations, I think the 3DS Super Mario 3D Land, I want to say, all the names get jumbled up in my mind because there's so many Mario
really
games.
Similar names.
They do, like Super Mario 3D Worlds, Wii U, Super Mario. I want to say 3D Land is 3DS.
Yeah, I feel like it might.
That was a good one. I liked that one.
My sister has it.
You could just spoil it. There's so many Mario games. Like favorite Mario.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good question.
There's so many Mario games. Like, love Galaxy, obviously. Galaxy 1. Did you prefer Galaxy 1 or 2?
I did. I don't think I did play. I feel like I might have. I don't remember if I played 2 or not. I thought I had it, but I don't think I do.
Yeah, the thing is, I played both of them. I didn't beat 2 actually. I got pretty far in it, but I beat 1. I loved 1. The Bowser in 1 was incredible. But from what I played of 2, it was good, and everyone says that 2 is so much better than 1.
Yeah, it was better, but
that's what everyone says. But I played it, and it kind of seemed like really the same game to me.
Oh yeah,
honestly, it seemed like they had all these ideas after they finished the first game that they didn't use in the second game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it kind of seems like basically 2 was just a conglomerate of all the ideas they didn't use for the first game. And it was very good, but there were moments where I'd be playing a level and it felt like I was playing the exact same video game. You know what I mean? So
it's a good concept though.
It's hard to boil it down to one. I'm gonna go ahead and say Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah.
But it's hard to boil it down to one. You know what I mean?
What about PS3 games you've played? Any favorites there?
There's a lot of good.
The Last of Us
PS3. The Last of Us was
amazing.
great. I loved The Last of Us. I'm playing through the Uncharted trilogy right now. I'm about probably 85% done with the second game. Love it. I love the Uncharted game so far. I don't know of any other games like on the PS3. Like there's a lot of good games. Like obviously the God of War trilogy.
I beat 3 last summer.
Oh, did you?
Really like that. That was fun.
Yeah, I've played parts of 3. I haven't beaten 3.
Got
All right.
a text.
We got a text here from
text.
Worf. Worf's giving us a
Incoming
message here. You know, it's a game that I came out today actually, and I want to plug it. It looks very, very fun. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Are you a first-person shooter fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't, is that what that is? I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
the first one.
obviously, yeah. The original Wolfenstein is an FPS. It kind of defined the first-person shooter genre. Yeah, I'm looking really forward to that. I looked at IGN's review today. IGN gave it a 7.8, which is a good score. 7.8 out of 10. That means good on their scale. 8 being great, 9 being amazing, 10 being a masterpiece, right? 6 being, I think, okay, and then 5 being mediocre, and anything under 5 is not good. But yeah, that looks really, really fun. I want to play it. Basically, what the review said was, like, it's really, really fun. It's a really good first-person shooter. But because they're, like, trying to keep it with the old Wolfenstein, like, there are a lot of things that new first-person shooters do that it didn't do. Does that make sense? Because the original Wolfenstein's from, like, the 80s.
Really? I thought there was one that came out.
There was, like, a recent one, but the original Wolfenstein...
I didn't know that.
It's just called Wolfenstein 3D. Yeah, it's interesting because it's, like... It's 3D, but it's kind of 2D at the same time, and you're shooting Nazis, obviously.
That's pretty cool.
This new one looks very interesting.
Did I tell you about the glitch I saw that my brother sent me?
The glitch from what game was it? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
about.
The new Wolfenstein.
I'm pretty sure it's from the new one.
Yeah, you were telling me about
where
this.
It's like he's like humping the air for some reason.
Oh yeah, during a cutscene.
It's funny.
Yeah, that might be from the new Wolfenstein. There was a newer Wolfenstein 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah. It was just called Wolfenstein. It was a reboot. But it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a reboot, but it wasn't great. It was okay. I think it got like a 7 out of 10 from IGN. I get all my reviews from IGN.
Yeah, so. IGN's great. IGN and Game Informer is where
I like Game Informer too, yeah.
By the way, that text was a picture message from Noah Hebert.
Noah Hebert? Okay, shout out.
It was just a picture of him.
Okay. That's it. He's sick, isn't he?
Very handsome. Yeah, I haven't seen him.
He is a very handsome man.
Friday.
Yeah, he's very sick. I saw him Arts Night, like last Thursday was Arts Night. I saw him there, and he said he was feeling terrible, and he looked pretty sick. So I guess he's been sick all that time.
We should get him on the show sometime.
I would love to have Noah Hebert on the show. We need to have
personality.
Both Noahs on the show.
That'd be nice.
He does have a great personality.
Be a little confusing, but
big fan of Noah. Yeah, that'd be confusing. I'd have to say I'd have to work code names in or something.
That's true.
I don't know, but the new Wolfenstein looks very fun. I want to play it. I don't know. You wanna play a game?
We can.
We can get into a game.
What would you like to play?
I don't know. Give us a little music first.
Oh, hang on.
All right. Well, I hope that picked up. That's Worf, of course. Worf from Star Trek: The Next Generation. One of the great characters from sci-fi and sci-fi lore. Actually, before we play a game, you know what I want to talk about?
What?
I want to talk about Godzilla.
Okay.
The new
Godzilla.
Gojira. That's the Japanese word for Godzilla.
Is that really what they say? That's cool.
I'm not sure if they said that in the new movie, but that's the name. That's the actual name, and then we as Americans called him Godzilla. But Gojira, the 1954 movie, of course, Gojira, looks great. All the kaiju,
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything for you.
I have not seen it.
You haven't seen it, but I do want to kind of give my impressions. You know what I mean? Basically, I thought it was great, especially the last 15, 20 minutes
CG
were great. Yeah, good fighting. I thought it was good character development. The characters were very one-dimensional, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's sad, he has to go back to war, they're fighting,
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. I think there was too much human stuff. We didn't see enough. We didn't see enough monster. but I feel like they're setting it up for a sequel.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? There's gonna be a sequel with more Monster.
Pretty cool.
Well, we saw Monster, and when we actually saw the monster, it was incredible.
Really sorry about the,
no.
the text.
Some texting
This
here.
is unusual for me.
On the Paige Campbell show, exclusivity to YouTube. You should listen to it. Who's texting? Is it just Noah?
It's just Noah, yeah.
Okay, because Andrew and Daniel might come.
They better.
Of course, Daniel was on last week's episode.
If they don't, you know what we can do is call them.
That's true. We could always call them, have them on the show.
Put them on the spot.
Put them on the spot. Throw them in the hot seat. That's why they're having the big bucks.
Hey,
you know,
it's always a good
ask
way
the
to
tough questions.
make the money.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into a game.
All right.
So give us a little music. We can get into a game. I like this. I love it. I love it. What game are we playing, Noah? We had two that we were kind of workshopping before we started recording. I liked the prospects of both of them. I liked the one that you were telling me about. You want to go ahead and explain
Make it or break it?
Make it or break it. I liked the prospects of this.
By the way, let me just add in, the reason the music's a little different today is because our good friend Nicholas is unable to be here.
Yeah.
He bailed on this episode. He's busy tonight, so change of music.
Yeah, Nick is usually the music man, but thankfully Noah stepped up to the plate. He brought his keyboard, and he's doing a great job. He's playing music here for us. There you go. That's just a sample
I've been practicing
of what
piano
Noah can do. So yeah, explain Make It or Break It to us.
Make It or
I like
Break
this
It.
concept.
I just read about it on the Wikipedia earlier, and it is a game where one of us describes our dream woman or dream male, for those of you who are into that. And the other person says, make it or break it, and puts in a bad quality, something that would break it or make it. That's up to the person who has described their dream woman.
Okay, sounds good. You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, so when I say you go first, you describe your woman first, and then I'll try to break it. We'll see how that goes. I don't know.
I would say great body.
Okay.
Is important.
It is important.
A 10. Great faced. A 10. Great sense of humor is important. Smart, able to hold an intelligent conversation. Plays video games. That's important. Nice head of hair. And I don't know if I want to get down to the nitty gritty, but just some basics.
Okay. What do you mean basics, Noah? You
Well,
wanna
she's
delve
not
into
fat.
that a little bit? Okay. Yeah.
She's
See, the thing is, like, people might get on to us about being like misogynistic or whatever, but the thing is, like,
I mean, it's the point of the game.
it's the point of the game, exactly. I'm not saying anything is wrong with fat women, right? But I don't want to be part of that. You understand? Does that make sense to you, Noah?
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Completely
So
understand.
that's a good it's a good description. Let me think. AIDS.
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 Does she have it, or does she carry it around in a little test tube, or what's the?
She has it, or I guess she likes to shop at Rite Aid. Maybe I don't. No, she has it.
Okay, AIDS in another sense. Well, okay, I would say that breaks it for me.
See, yeah, I would say that breaks it for me, and
No offense, but it's not gonna
right.
happen.
I mean, AIDS, like, of the STDs is like the most debilitating, like, worst one you could possibly get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you do not want AIDS. It's like the most slow, painful death.
Yeah.
But that was kind of a cheap way to win. So I'll go ahead and do something else. Like, what if she's missing an arm or like a leg?
Okay.
Just one.
Now, is this early on, like, wait, before I've met her,
Ooh,
or
that's
is
a good
this
question.
into the relationship, or
Like she
or
loses
what's...
it later or she has it. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, she loses it later, I guess. Because then if you leave her, you look worse.
Yeah,
you know
I would
what
say
mean?
that makes me look like too much of a jerk, and I'd probably stick it out in the relationship.
Yeah, see, that's good. It's one of these things like, what if she gets AIDS while you're with her?
Well, then I'd accuse her of some things, getting around,
Right.
little activity, and I think I would end that relationship.
I would too, as well. But no, it's one of those things like, you can still look good without an arm or without a leg, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not great, but not terrible either. Like, The Soul Server. Did you ever see that movie?
Good movie.
She didn't look.
I did fall
She
asleep.
didn't look
during that
terrible
movie,
without an
though.
arm.
I'll admit, I fell asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break here. I gotta go run to the bathroom. Time to empty the sea monster. So I'll be right back. You wanna play some music while I'm gone, or do you want me to stop recording?
I'll just do an outro.
Okay, yeah, do an outro, and then I'll stop recording, and then we can come back, of course. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's very unprofessional, but I had a sweet tea before I got here, and just had to. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
It goes right through you. I understand how that is.
We have Noah Clarke with us. If you're just listening to the second half of this podcast, Noah Clarke, of course, great human being.
Thank you very much.
Noah, while I was at the urinal, relieving myself, I thought of another great topic to talk about here on the Paige Campbell Show, exclusively to YouTube. What's a great way to exit yourself from the conversation if you have to go to the bathroom? Obviously, I'm not afraid to say I gotta go, pee. But other people are a little self-conscious. They won't say that they have to go to the bathroom. What's a great way to exit yourself from the conversation?
Well, there's the classic, "Would you please excuse me?" type thing,
Right. That's always a good one.
Or "May I be excused?" That's the manners in you. Bring those out. You could begin by relieving yourself before leaving.
Ooh, I like that.
And just dribble a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's like,
get a full load going.
Gotta go take care of this.
However you want to do that, and that gets you out of any
it does.
situation.
Have you ever used the bathroom as an excuse to get out of a conversation?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think I
it's
have.
Like,
I believe I have.
Gotta go to the bathroom. Dimitri Martin, I think it is, has a great bit on that. He says he uses it as an excuse, but then he finds someone that he wants to talk to, and so he says he has to go to the bathroom, right? And then the person sees him talking to someone, and they're like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah.
And so to cover his bases, he just pees himself or craps himself to make sure that they do not think he's
a
alone.
good way out of any situation, really.
It really is. No one wants to be around someone that just craps
cry
himself.
or force yourself to throw up or something.
Oh yeah. Always great ways to do this. Did I tell you this story? I don't think I did. The only person I think I told was our tomb, I believe. Saturday I was at Applebee's with my family. This is a true story. I know you guys might not believe this, but it's a true story. Saturday I was at my at Applebee's with my family, and I went to the restroom, obviously, and I had to do the two. I had to go take a number two. So I was on my on the toilet, right? Playing my 3DS, of course. Gotta catch them all. Playing Pokemon X. Gotta catch them all. Playing, just relaxing, going going through the motions.
Quick side note. How's your Pokedex?
It's coming along. I think there's like 781 Pokemon right now. Like overall, not in my Pokedex.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I believe I have like 560 right now.
That's
coming
good.
along,
It's
trying
like
to catch
the
them
last
all.
generation.
Yeah, go ahead and hit me up on the Miiverse.
I will.
Sonic Toast 64. I'm trying to catch them all. This is a passion plea for any of our listeners. Hit me up on Miiverse. I'm trying to catch them all.
Follow me as well on the Miiverse.
You want to give your handle?
I actually don't remember. Let me look it up.
Okay, it's Snoop something, isn't it?
I think so.
It might just be Snoop.
I
don't know.
Anyways, back to...
So I'm on the toilet, playing Pokemon X, going through the motions, and the cleaning lady comes in.
Uh-oh.
And I want to emphasize lady, not a man. It was a cleaning lady. And she comes in, and she does not knock. She pushes open the stall door, and I thought it was locked, so I didn't say anything. It was not locked. She pushed it open, and she saw me, and she flipped out. I don't think she really even saw anything, but she flipped out, and I was just like, hey. She flipped out and ran out of the bathroom. So
nice.
Just a funny story. I thought good side note since we're talking about the bathroom here. What's bathroom etiquette to you? Do you have anything that you just like won't do?
Well,
I'll give you a little example. Like, do you think you need to wash every single time?
Wash my hands?
My hands, yeah.
It depends. Not usually. I mean, yes, I wash my hands a lot, but
right.
I guess it depends on the circumstance. Like,
my thing is like
if you
take a crap, obviously. You have to wash, right? You have to, but like.
Yeah, that's why.
But when you pee, I really don't think you have to maybe like once every other time, but not every single time. And it makes me kind of mad when like I come back from the bathroom and like all I did was like pee, and I literally like touched my penis with like my like pointer finger and my thumb. Like that's all that touched it. And everyone's like, "Oh, did you wash your hands?" It's like, "No, I didn't wash my hands. I don't need to in that situation." You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's one of these things too. Like my hands have been exposed to the world, right? I've been touching things all day, and my penis is not. It's just been in my pants all day. So I feel like there's more bacteria on my hands than on my penis, right?
That's a good point. Yeah,
unless obviously you've got an STD or something, there would be more bacteria.
Reminds me of a Tim and Eric bit.
Right.
The zits.
Oh, yeah, the zits. I love the zits. But yeah, I feel like I should wash my hands before.
Yeah.
If I'm peeing.
Yeah.
If you're crapping, obviously you're wiping. You need to wash your hands. That's disgusting. But...
yeah, that's the worst when I know someone's taken a dump before me and they leave and they just pass by me and hey.
It's like that's the worst.
It's even worse if they
go like for a high five.
Go for a high five.
Oh
nope.
man.
Sorry.
That's like toilet seats, like public toilet seats, like warm toilet seats. They're so like settling but unsettling.
Right.
Cuz like I hate cold toilet seats. You sit down and it's like
yeah.
But you sit down on a warm toilet seat, it's the worst.
Yeah, I mean
because it's
like
nice
that it's warm, but
exactly.
Why is it warm?
It's nice that it's warm because it's like okay, but then it's also like that means someone was here. So I'm not a big fan of that. Some bathroom etiquette.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's about all I have to say about bathroom etiquette. You want to go ahead and get into another game? I'm not sure. I had another idea for a game. It's a game that everyone's been playing at school.
Oh, right, the celebrity game.
You can give us a little music, yeah. I'll explain it.
All right. Hey, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm trying to find how to...
Okay. Nice. I love it. I don't know the name of this game, but everyone at our school has been playing it, and I think it's really a very fun game. Basically, in a nutshell, you say the name of a celebrity, anybody. It could be, Jack Nicholson, right? So I say Jack Nicholson. You have to say someone that starts with an N, like their first name starts with an N. So you could say Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
So... and then it keeps going. I have to say someone's name that starts with a C. And the way that you lose is you don't answer fast enough. I guess we can just do if there's a long delay between your answer. Okay. Like a really long delay.
Right.
Obviously within reason.
Get a little background music maybe.
Hey, we could do some background music, but it's a very fun game. You want to start first? Do you want me to start first?
Okay. Is this limited to like just actors or anybody famous?
I mean, yeah, like anybody that was in the public eye at any point,
so
I think.
Even politicians, maybe?
You could do a politician as long as he's like well known. You know, I mean, not every politician's very well known.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess we can start with.
But you could do like Abraham Lincoln, you know,
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna say, dang it, Jack Black.
Okay, Jack Black. Barry White.
Barry White. W. Whose name starts with W? Will Ferrell.
Oh, Will Ferrell. Very well played. I love Will Ferrell.
I don't know if my delays are too long or not, but
I don't know.
Not too hot yet.
I don't really know. It's a fun game. I'm trying to think. F. You might have stumped me. I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, who starts with an F?
I don't know. That's a good.
We can play another round. I'm trying to think of one though, because I'll give that one to you.
I win.
Who starts with an F, man? If you're listening, leave in the comments. Celebrity's name starts with an F. I don't know.
Freaking Farley, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think. We could do another round. That was kind of short-lived. You stumped me. Noah stumped me. Let's go best of 3, I guess, since you stumped me so easily.
Let me find a good beat.
I'll start this time since you started. Abraham Lincoln. We'll just go.
Abraham Lincoln.
And no repeats. I don't know if I threw that in there. If we go long enough, no repeats.
Lion-O from the Thundercats. Lion-O.
Well, he's got to have a last name.
Oh, that's true. Okay. How about
It's a good try.
Leonard Nimoy, isn't that the guy from Star Trek?
Yeah, I think he plays Spock.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, he's from Star Trek at least. I'm not sure in what capacity. So N. Nicolas Cage.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Okay, now do I do a Z or a J?
I guess J. I've only heard that name. I'm not really sure who that is. I think I've probably seen her.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Jonah Hill. Well, we'll just go J.
Do we agree if characters count or?
As long as there's a last name, I'll go
Harry
character.
Truman.
Harry Truman?
President.
Okay. No, he's a character. Yeah. Tim Heidecker. Great job.
Harry Potter.
Okay. I like Harry Potter. Prince William. I don't know if that counts. It's a title.
I guess it's like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Prince William. So W. William. Will Smith.
Yeah, that's kind of a easy one because it's W. There's a lot of Wills. Smith. Steven Tyler.
Tyler Perry. Man, I don't know. A P. There's probably a bunch for P that we just can't.
Yeah, I know. Like it's hard when you're on the spot. Yeah. I guess you stumped me again, Noah. Very well done. So we went best of 3. Noah won 2 in a row. So Noah is, of course, the grand champion.
Nice.
Yeah, you can play yourself some victory music if you'd like. You don't have to.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I like that game. The way they've been playing it at school is like someone will say one to someone, and then just like give them like all day to think about it. Who plays this
at school? I don't know.
I've been like a lot of apparently
just random.
The soccer girls played it on the bus like all day.
Soccer guys do rap battles.
I love some rap battles. I want to do that on the show sometime. The thing is, my raps are premeditated.
Yeah, it takes preparation.
I can't do freestyle.
Freestyle would be fun to do, but it's
very difficult.
I guess that's.
I'm very impressed by people that can like legitimately do freestyle. You know what I mean? But yeah, freestyle is it's good. I like rapping. Rapping's fun.
Good stuff. It's good.
Bo Burnham. It's good.
Yeah,
raps.
he's a good rap. He is.
Okay, so I guess it's kind of a short episode, I guess, today, but we'll go ahead and get into my topic. It's a short episode, of course. It's only 2 people. We usually have 3 or 4 people. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into my topic. So.
All right.
Are you going to play some music for it?
I can.
You don't have to. It just looks like you were setting up for some music.
I was just going to find some outro.
Oh, okay, some outro.
Episode outro.
Okay, my topic is, of course, this would be a good one for some more people. But console versus handheld games.
Okay.
Like, which do you prefer? Obviously, there's a lot of good ones on both sides.
Now, I went through a rough phase in my life where I went a little bit anti-console or anti-handheld console, I guess you could say.
Handheld?
Yeah, just anti-handheld for a while. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with me. Those were the days when I played a lot of Call of Duty, a lot of COD.
Okay.
Rough
COD's
times.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about like COD in general, like not just COD, but like first-person shooter as a genre, it's a really stale genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did I say this earlier?
I don't know, but
I was talking about Wolfenstein, but the thing is, like, it's a really stale genre, like first-person shooter, because like it's a fun genre to play, like shoot people, but it's become such a stale genre because all of them are so similar. You know what I mean? So it's one of these things where, like, in order for me to really get into a first-person shooter, I need like either the mechanics to be changed a lot. Like I loved BioShock Infinite, because. You know, there was, you had the vigors where you're shooting powers out of your hands as well as shooting. And then you could do the sky hook and hit people in the head and go on the rails and stuff. So I either need something to change the mechanics or I need an engaging story. You know what I mean? Like Wolfenstein doesn't look like it changes the mechanics at all.
Yeah.
But it looks like it has a really engaging story.
I mean, they're already in the works with the new Call of Duty. It's kind of...
it's become annualized,
it's
like every year there's a new Call of Duty.
But
which is fine. That's what Activision does. Activision milks series because, like, Guitar Hero. Activision also did Guitar Hero. They did it, and it was like huge, and they just kept making them until people stopped buying them. That's what they're gonna do with Call of Duty.
I guess so.
They're gonna keep making Call of Duties until. Who was it that was announced? I think it was Kevin Spacey. Yeah, Kevin Spacey was announced. He's in the new Call of Duty. He's like the main character. He's like a main character in the new Call of Duty.
Spacey.
Yeah, he's cool. House of Cards.
Yeah.
The Netflix version, not the British version. But yeah, explain to me more about this dry
I don't know. I just
spell of your life.
It was dumb. I don't know why. I'm glad I'm back. Got a 3DS. It's good.
3DS
it's keeping me alive.
3DS is fantastic.
I mean, I put so much time into like my Game Boys when I was a kid. I have like started with the Game Boy Color, then Game Boy Advance SP, then the DS Lite.
Right.
Which one came first? I just kind of stopped. I got a DSi, and then I just kind of stopped with that.
Oh yeah. See, the DSi was disappointing to me because I thought it was going to be a new like system. Really, it was just an updated DS. You know what I mean?
Much.
And then the 3DS came out, and I was like, but then they were like actually had separate games.
Yeah.
I was disappointed because I got the DSi, and there were like no separate games. It was just the same games. So I was disappointed by that.
But as far as which do I prefer? Man, there's a lot of great games for handheld. You got Pokemon. You got a lot of great Zelda games for handheld. I don't know. I might go with console just because, I've played more console games that I like than handheld games that I like.
That's the thing about like handhelds. I would probably go console as well. But the thing about handhelds is like there's really, really good games for handhelds, but there's also a lot of shovelware. You know what I mean? Like just so much like crap that people put out because a lot of kids have handhelds as opposed to like consoles. Yes, kids have consoles, but a lot of more adults. There's more of an adult audience for consoles. For me, it's kind of like I would say consoles as to which I prefer, but it's kind of like they both have their place. When I'm at home and I want to play video games for 7 hours, there's the console, right? But then I want to go on the go, or I just need like a little
when you're
itch
on,
of
like, a
video. I
trip or
just need to
something,
scratch an itch.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, a big trip, but like I just need to scratch an itch. Pick up a console, play 20, 30 minutes of Pokemon. It's great. I love it. Well, I think that wraps it up for episode 3 of the Paige Campbell Show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Uncle Paige. Noah?
At Noah Aiden 42.
Okay, if you liked this video or audio, it's a video on YouTube, I guess. But if you liked this audio podcast, like, subscribe, share with your friends, please. Word of mouth.
Tweet about it.
Tweet about it.
Facebook it.
Tell all your friends. That's how things get big. So please tell all your friends. Facebook it. Tweet about it. What other? Pinterest. Pin it on Pinterest.
I don't know about Pinterest.
Please tell your friends. Noah, give us an outro.